DMI, helping you to promote historic downtown La Crosse with everything you need to work, shop, eat, play, and stay. Art Fahey joins us this time around on the Downtown Main Street podcast.
Downtown has got the college area there, which is, always fun for people to out and enjoy. I think it's such a variety. Myself, being here at the Crosse Center, you've got the multi-use building. So, one day we might have the sports and vacation show, another we may have the Organic Farmers Conference, and then you turn around and you got like the high school basketball games coming in, or, the entertainment that comes through. So I think it's, the variety. We're a small town feel. People come in, they feel safe. La Crosse has embraced this and welcomes all our guests, and then realizes how important all our guests coming to the area and our local people coming to the downtown area are. So I think there's quite a warm reception to everybody coming to the area. So I think we're unique in the beauty that we've got as well. All those kind of features. We've got a lot of things that I think a lot of communities would love to have.
Art Fahey is the director of the Crosse Center in downtown La Crosse, and a lot of things are happening down there, including the remodel of the Crosse Center. Art, let's talk a little bit about the remodel. Can you tell us what's going on with the Crosse Center?
Sure. This is a process that's going to take about almost 2 years to get completed. We've had a renovation, a remodel of the arena. So there's new seating in there, a new sound system, lighting, HVAC, dressing rooms, locker rooms, concession stands have all been remodeled. We're going to be going into the outer corridor that goes around the building so that people don't have to go outside to navigate through the building. And we put up a new north hall called an older north hall. And that is ready to go. We are at now what's called the punch list time, where construction guys are going through. They really have turned the keys over for us for those two particular rooms. We still have construction guys there, but they're available. And if you will, a midway point through the first phase of the construction. The part that's still continuing is a number of meeting rooms and a ballroom that overlooks the Riverside. That's scheduled for the end of November to be completed. And they're continuing with that process over the Front Street area, which is adjacent to Riverside Park on the west side of the building. So we've been moving along very well. If you ever look for a light in the middle of COVID, the construction crews stayed healthy through all this to actually progress very well and very quickly. Overall, we're on time and on budget, which is all good things here as far as the overall construction of the venue.
Absolutely. Those are always positive things, to be on time and on budget. So, Art, what will the impact of the remodel have on the downtown La Crosse area?
Well, when forecasting this, we had economic impacts of increasing what the center could do for the downtown area in the range of $7 to $9 million a year. That's on top of already the $18 million it was doing. So, we're going to be in that mid to high $20 million per year economic impact for the area here. So, this is something that certainly has a direct impact on the hotels and the restaurants and the shopping locations that are near to us. But, this kind of ripples throughout the county. So it's something that is going to be beneficial to Western Wisconsin as we slowly ramp up and get out of this COVID period and people start meeting again. We'll see the effects of this. And, our success with a lot of things we have here have been in the multiple small events, and we see that continuing. We do have the large marquee events that come through, but multiple small events is obviously the core of our success for the La Crosse Center.
How many employees work for the La Crosse Center?
Well, COVID has created all kinds of fluctuations in that. Pre-COVID, we had 15 full-time and about 300 part-time. So when we got into COVID, unfortunately, all the part-timers, were just no work for them. And we went from 15 full-time down to 7 full-time. Now that we're slowly coming back, we're starting to make plans. We have an escalating plan how to add people back in based on the flow of business. We will have, again, somewhere in that 15 to 19 range of full-time people once we are considered at full steam. And we'll be in that 250 to 300 part-timers again once we have everything back in place and the world's back to some kind of sense of normal.
Art, let's look forward to the future, to past 2022 when things are back to running normally. What does the future look like for the La Crosse Center?
Well, what we've got is new meeting space. It's a different kind of meeting space here, and we're anticipating, that will bring a different clientele down to us. We've got a lot of floor space for trade shows and that go along with this, and breakout space. We're looking for a lot more regional type of business coming our way, which I think was an area that we hadn't been delivering, which certainly can be done now. We could see things coming, based out of Minneapolis or based out of Illinois as well as Iowa and Wisconsin, to come our way. We think there's some bright things and some exciting things that are, going to be opening up their doors, as we go along here. And there's certain events that are going to be large events that will also come our way here that'll take up the entire building.
With the La Crosse Center expansion and everything, Art, is the La Crosse Center still going to be hosting like the big Moses event that comes every year?
Yes. definitely. As we go into 2022, they're making plans to come back and be with us. And it's a featured event that does come to the building, and a lot of people are aware of it, and it's going to continue to come our way. So, we're looking for a long-term relationship that'll continue with the Organic Farmers Organization.
Art, what kind of an impact does the downtown La Crosse area have when you have an event come in, let's say the WIA basketball tournament?
Well, it's very important that our neighbors in the downtown area, are involved in greeting people, because so you take 400 or 500 people and you release them into the downtown, and they're going to go out and have a cocktail and maybe a meal and maybe do a little shopping. You release that many people into the downtown, you can quickly see where a restaurant that's got 50 to 75 chairs, it's going to be filled up fairly quickly. So they just need to be aware, of what we're doing when we're releasing people, which is great communication between us and the Convention and Visit Bureau and the downtown organization, the DMI, to let these folks know that they're coming and they're going to be in town, and you will probably feel the effects of this, on the hotels for 2-3 days, the parking, that all comes into play. So we need the partners in the downtown area, to be able to welcome those folks and put a little sign in and say, welcome this organization into town, and give them the hospitality that La Crosse is known for, because these people are taking in not just the Crosse Center, they're taking in the whole community.
So, Art, how much of a factor is it having a vibrant downtown when you're trying to sell the center to a prospective new client?
Well, I think that's important. Each community's got their own little sales point, and La Crosse certainly has got ours. Without saying, you just go out the back door and you got the Mississippi River and Riverside Park right here. Not hardly any community in the state of Wisconsin that can talk about the Mississippi River. So you can see our features out here that we sell are important, in comparison to others. And that's why events move around to take in those different things that the city has. When we have things like the BMI, what they do is they get the message out to all their membership. And those are the ones downtown Main Street. Those are the people that are wrapped right around us here, and what we do and what they do, are joined at the hip, if you will. And so, the value of DMI having that communication and filling storefronts and giving people things to do once they leave our building, that's important. Because if we didn't have a downtown that was thriving like it is, it could really make our guests coming to town kind of go, boy, I don't know if I want to go back just because there's not much going on. But the way our downtown is, it's active, it's lively, it's thriving. So DMI has done a great job.
To learn more about DMI, you can visit our website at lacrossedowntown.com or call us at 608-784-0440, 784-0440. Downtown La Crosse, a place to work, shop, eat, play, and stay.